So today we're going to really focus on opening up around the chest and around the lungs, because when it's a little bit cold or grey outside, we tend to hunch over, which really compresses these areas. So when we open them back up, we can breathe generally a lot easier, which helps us to feel better physically and mentally. And energetically, when we open up as well, we tend to feel a lot more open. This is very positive body language. So we're going to start today lying down on your back. So come to lie down when you're ready. And as you're lying on your back, we'll just begin this morning by being aware of how you're breathing. So knowing that the way we breathe is always telling the body how to feel. Noticing, is your breathing already full and relaxed? Or is it getting a little bit stuck somewhere? And then start to notice, can you deepen and expand that breath? So as you breathe in through your nose, you're really opening into the chest, the lungs, the stomach. And as you breathe out, allowing the front of the body to relax. So again, as you breathe in, you're already starting to create that space in the front of your body. And as you breathe out, relaxing those muscles. Good. So from that place, just keeping that slow breath going. Just becoming aware of how you're holding your body today. So we all hold tension in different places. So noticing, can you relax the muscles around the face, the jaw, the neck, relaxing the chest, the shoulders and the arms. And starting to allow your stomach and your back to relax, your hips, your legs and your feet. Good. So just before we start to move, I'll have my cat in the room and we'll start to use this sound to guide the breath. So when you're ready, together we'll take a slow breath in through the nose. Just pausing when you get to the top. And a slow breath out. Good, you can even put your hands on your body to guide that breath. So again, slow breath in. And breathing out. Good, one more time together. So we'll take a slow breath in through the nose. Just pausing when you get to the top. And a slow breath out. Good. All right, so we'll start to move from here. So the next time that you breathe in, just take a big stretch out through your arms and legs. So if you reach out into the space around you as big as you can. Good, and then we're going to exhale there to bend the knees, give them a squeeze into your chest and really hug the nose towards the knees as well. Good, as you breathe in again, everything reaches out, so arms and legs take a huge stretch, spread the fingers. Good, then we're going to exhale again to bend the knees and squeeze them into the chest. Perfect, one more time together, so we're going to breathe in to stretch everything out. And when we're there, let's start to wake up the joints. So circling through the wrists and through the ankles. Good. If anything feels a little bit stiff or a bit tight today, just focus the move into that place. Good. And then we're going to hug the knees into the chest. So today we'll interlace the fingers, put the hands on top of the knees and start to make one big circle around with the knees there. Good, nice. We're trying to use this to kind of massage into the lower back. So you can use your hands to press into the floor for a little bit more pressure. And then swap in direction, back the other way. Good. All right, then we'll bring the feet to the floor now, so they're about mat distance apart, arms out to the sides. So we'll start to drop the knees down one way and then the other, just creating a little bit of space in the hips. So as you do this, try to press the knees towards the floor, so you're getting that little stretch in toward the thighs, front of the hips as well. Good. Check in with how the breathing's doing. And then we'll bring the feet flat to the floor, arms alongside your body. So we're going to breathe in now to lift the hips up toward the ceiling, high as you can. Little pause at the top. I'll breathe out, just super slow, roll back down so the hips land on the ground last. Good, so again, we're going to inhale to lift. Again, squeezing at the top. And then exhaling to roll down again. Good, one more time together. So we're going to lift the hips up. When we get to the top, we're going to pause up here. See if you can shuffle your shoulders underneath. Okay, maybe squeeze your hands together. Good, and then one more breath here. Really lift those hips high. As you breathe out, hands apart, we're going to roll down through the spine. Good. Okay, so we'll hug the knees into the chest. Come and have a little roll up and down through your back. Just kind of massaging those back muscles along the ground. Good. And then the next time we come up, we'll have the feet on the floor in front of you. So we're going to inhale now, lift the chest. Today, really think about pulling your shoulders down your back. And then exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Again, inhale to open, chest opens. And then exhale, round the spine. Just find this opening and closing movement a couple of times. So we start to unstick that upper back a little bit. And then we're going to make the movement a bit bigger. So we'll bring the hands behind you, so elbows pointing straight back. We're going to inhale now, hips push forward and up high as you can. And put more weight in your hands. Bring the hips back and hover them between the arms. Good. So again, we're going to inhale, pull forward and up. And then exhaling back. One more time here. Kind of use the heels to drag you forward and up, holding at the top. Good. And then coming down. So from here, we're going to have the feet about mat distance apart, so nice and wide. Drop your knees down to the left. Then we're going to push the hips forward, open up and lift that top arm. So as you pause here, really feel that stretch down the front of the hips, maybe into your stomach. Then the hips are going to come down, drop the knees to the right. The other back hands on the floor, hips forward, open up. Good, nice. All right, so round the left again, knees to the ground. Push the hips forward, open. Good, hips down, knees to the right. Hips push forward and open up. Perfect, one more time to each side. So knees to the left, push the hips forward, lift the top arm. Good, nice. Knees come all the way to the right and start to open up. Brilliant. So we'll come over onto hands and knees when you feel ready. So take your time. We're going to spread the fingers nice and wide. And then inhaling now to lift the chest, lift the tailbone. As you breathe out, we're going to push the floor and round the spine. Good. Again, breathing to open. The chest really pulling between the arms. And then breathing out to round the back. Okay, so find this movement a few times yourself. Try to use the whole of your spine. So if anywhere feels like it's getting a bit stuck, focusing the movement there. And then we're going to make the movement a bit bigger. So if you bring the hands forward to the front edge of your mat, we're going to inhale, pulling forward, so the chest pulls between the arms. And keep the hands to here as we pull back, hips towards the heels. Good. Again, inhaling forward. So shoulders back, chest forward. Exhaling, hips pulling back. Good. One more time there. So chest forward, shoulders back. Good. And then we're going to come into Anahatasana. So we bring the hips just above your knees there. Hands stretch forward and let your chest sink down toward the ground. So it's a little bit like downward facing dog, but just on the knees. So forehead resting. As you breathe in, just try and fill up around the chest, around the back. And as you breathe out, relax the chest towards the ground. Nice. We're going to make our way towards downward facing dog now. So fingers stay spread. We're going to tuck the toes and bring the hips up and back. Brilliant. So give the legs a little stretch out there. So one heel, then the other's pressing towards the ground. Good. Try to relax the neck muscles, relax the eyes. And we're going to take a nice deep bend of the knees here. So the shins come parallel to the floor, arms stay the same. And then push the hips back into downward facing dog. Nice. Again, bend the knees, shins parallel to the floor. Good. Downward facing dog. And then one more time, nice deep bend of the knees. Hold it. Good. And then downward facing dog. So we're going to walk forward to the front of the mat now from our forward fold. So when you get there, bring the feet a little bit wider and a bit of a sway from side to side. The head relaxes, the arms relax. Good. And then we're going to slowly roll up to stand. So the head's going to come very, very last. We'll lift the hands all the way up as well. Big breath in. And then breathing out, hands to heart. Good. We'll interlace the fingers here. Breathe in, hands push all the way up. We're going to breathe out, take a little side stretch to your left. Good. Breathe into the center. And then breathing out to the right. Nice, good. So we're going to bring the hands out to the sides. So we're going to tap along the meridian lines that help to open up the lungs now. Then take your hands towards the thumb side of your arm, like a karate chopping movement. We're going to tap all the way up the arm. Good. And then down towards the little finger. Good. And then go back up from little finger, up the arm. or even onto your armpit, and then down towards the thumb. Good, again, thumb up the side of your arm, even onto your chest. Good, down towards the little finger, and then come back up from little finger, up your arm, onto the armpit, and then down towards the thumb. Good, so we're going to come back up the arm now onto your chest. Use the fingers to tap there. Good, just really bringing some blood flow, some energy towards the chest. And then other side, we're going to bring the right hand, little karate chop movement down towards the thumb. Good, up the little finger side, onto the armpit, then go back down towards the little finger, and then up that thumb side. Good, down towards the thumb, up the side of the armpit, one more time around, down to the finger, and then up the thumb side, all the way to the chest. Good, now staying at the chest, tapping here. Good, bring the hands down, just tapping around the lungs. Good, now just going right down towards the diaphragm, and then we'll relax the hands. So palms forward, roll the shoulders down your back. We'll take a big breath in here, hands all the way up. We're going to exhale, bend the knees, coming halfway down. So as you breathe in now, we'll pull the chest forward, shoulders pull back, and as we exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Again, breathing to open up, and then breathing out to round the spine. Good, so hands come to the floor. We're going to take a big step back with the right foot, slowly lower the knee. As you breathe in, both hands scoop all the way up. We'll breathe out, draw a big circle back. Good, again, breathe in to lift all the way up, and then breathing out back. So from here, we're going to bend both elbows, so squeeze the shoulder blades and push your chest forward. Good, then we're going to interlace the fingers, chin to chest, and we're stretching the upper back. Again, inhale to open up, and then exhale, push, stretch that upper back. Nice, both hands come together behind the back now. We're going to push the hands down as we really start to open the chest. So take a breath in here, think about lifting that chest up towards the ceiling. As you breathe out, hands come down. We're going to bring the left hand to put on top of the left toes there, so firmly on the ground. As you breathe in now, chest forward, shoulders back. As you breathe out, keep the toes there and pull back through the leg. So we stretch into a different part of the hamstring. Good, again, breathe and coming forward. And then breathe out, coming back. So we're going to open up around the shoulders now. As we come forward, that left arm is going to take one big circle round. And then swap over, hand to the floor. Right arm makes one big circle round there. Brilliant, hands to the ground, stepping into downward facing dog. So from here, we're coming forward into our plank position, shoulders over the wrists. Then keep everything where it is, but just pull your hips back, downward facing dog. Good, again, breathing in, forward into your plank, hold it. Breathing out, downward facing dog. And then one more time, so we're coming into our plank, hold it here. And if you can, building a bit of strength, by taking your left hand and just hovering it off the ground. Try not to change too much else in the body. Swapping over, right hand hovers, keep the breathing. Good, then we'll lower down, maybe drop the knees, then the elbows into Cobra. So we're going to scoop the chest forward, shoulders back, point those toes away, and then tucking the toes down, facing dog. Nice full breath in and out here. And then we'll step forward to the front of the mat. As you breathe in, hands all the way up. Nice, at the top, we're going to grab that left elbow and bend your left knee a little bit. So we've got more space to stretch, and then stretch away from the elbow or the knee. Good, nice. So we'll grab the right elbow and bend that right knee a bit, and then stretch away. Nice. Okay, so forearms come onto the thighs again. We'll take a breath in here. We're going to exhale, left arm lifts up, opening to the side. Good, breathe into the center. Breathing out, other arm lifts, opening to the side. Nice, hands come to the ground. We're going to step the left foot back now, slowly lower the knee. As you breathe in, both hands scoop all the way up. Breathing out, big circle back. One more time, just like that. Inhale to lift. Exhale, coming back. Now we're going to bend both elbows now. Squeeze the shoulder blades, chest forward, and interlace the fingers, chin to chest, stretch that upper back. Again, inhale to open up, and then exhale to push forward. Good, hands come together behind you. So hands push down, chest opens. As you take a breath in, really lift that chest. Good, and then exhaling, hands to the ground. So right hand on top of the right toes, coming forward, opening into your chest, and then breathing out, pulling back and finding that stretch in your leg. Good, again, inhale, coming forward, nice wide collarbones, and then exhale, pulling back. Good, so now as you come forward, we're going to take that right hand round in one big circle. Good, and then swapping over, left hand round in a big circle there. Nice, good. Hands are going to come to the ground. We're going to lift the back knee and downward facing dog. Nice, okay, so we're coming forward into our plank again. Hold it. So this time, if you can, left hand's going to tap the opposite shoulder, nice and slow. And then right hand taps the other shoulder. Good, we're going to lower to the ground, maybe drop the knees down, then bend the elbows into Cobra. So pull the shoulders down your back. Good, and then we'll bring the chest to the floor. So let's bring some strength into those back muscles now. So arms alongside your body, palms facing the ground. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades here and squeeze the glutes and then lift everything up. Good, so if your chin is really pointing forward, just draw it down slightly so there's lots of length in the back of your neck. Good, hands lifting away from the ground, and you can make this stronger if you like by turning your thumbs to point to the ceiling and reaching your arms forward. Good, keep breathing nice and slow. Lots of space between shoulders and ears. And slowly coming down. Well done. So give the hips a little wiggle from side to side there to release the lower back. Good, then we're going to press back into our Anhatasana now. So hips above the knees, hands forward, and sink the chest towards the ground. So see if you can find a little bit of a stretch where we were tapping earlier. So along the side of the arms, maybe into the armpits. Good, and then again, we're going to tuck the toes and come into downward facing dog. So one last time, start to stretch out the legs a little bit, just pressing the heels towards the ground. And we'll walk forward to the front of the mat for our forward fold. Breathing in, hands all the way up, little pause at the top. Breathing out, hands to heart. Good. We'll come through a few of the sun salutations, really focusing on the breath. So inhaling, hands all the way up. Breathing out, forward fold coming down. So have the fingertips on the ground. Breathe in again. Really find some length in your spine. Then exhale, coming back into our plank position. Breathing in at the top. Breathing out, lower down, bend the elbows. Into Cobra, open the chest, shoulders back. Breathing out, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. So full breath in and out here. Then we'll step or jump forward. Breathing in, hands all the way up, little pause. A little bit quicker, exhale, forward fold. Straight into your plank. Breathing in at the top. Exhale, lower down, maybe without dropping the knees. Maybe into upward facing dog as we breathe in. Lift the thighs up. Breathing out, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Good. Breathe in and out here. Then one more time, we'll step or jump forward to the front. Inhaling, hands all the way up. Pause at the top. Exhaling, forward fold coming down. Good. Into your plank when you're ready. So breathing in. Breathing out, lower down. Inhale, chest opens. And then exhaling, downward facing dog. Well done, good. All right, so we're going to step or jump forward to the front here. Inhaling, hands reaching up. And then exhaling, hands to heart. Brilliant. So from here, we're going to take that left elbow again, hold it, and then your other hand, just place it behind your back, and either stay with the arm along your back, or slide the hand up so the fingertips come a bit closer. So try not to round your back here, okay? Try and push the head back into that top arm. And pull one elbow up and one elbow down. Good, nice. Swapping over to make one really big circle round with your arms. Then other side. So the hand comes behind, other hand behind your back. Maybe the fingertips come closer. One elbow up, one elbow down. Lots of space. Good, and then relax the hands. All right, so we'll come to our next little bit. So from here, we're going to take a breath in as we scoop the hands up. We're going to lift the heels up as well. As we exhale, heels down, and hands reach back behind you. Good, again, breathe in, hands lift, heels lift. Exhale, heels down, reaching back. So now we're going to lift the hands and lift the heels. Keep the heels lifted as we sit low into the hips. So rather than pushing your knees forward, sit your hips back now. Good, that's it. Keep the weight in the big toe joints. Keep breathing. Good, well done. Slowly, heels come down. Hands behind the back. And we're going to forward fold. Well done. All right, hands come to the ground. Back into downward facing dog when you're ready. So we're going to breathe in here, right leg lifts up behind you. As you exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over the wrists. Good, again, lifting the leg. This time, right knee to right elbow, maybe tap it. Good, again, breathing in to lift the leg. And then breathing out, footsteps forward between the hands. So we're going to come into a high lunge here. Stay on the ball of the back foot and we'll lift the hands up. Good, so making sure your back thigh is pointing straight forward. We're going to inhale, straighten the legs. As you breathe out, we're going to dip the back knee down a bit as the arms circle. Good, again, inhale, coming up. And then exhale, circle round. So when we get to the top now, we're going to interlace the fingers. Palms press straight up. Good, and you can add on the little balance by lifting your front toes or coming onto your heels. Quite a tricky little balance. Keep breathing. Good, well done. So we're going to bring the back heel to the floor, hands together behind the back. As you breathe in, we're going to open the chest. So hands down, chest up. We're going to exhale, forward fold towards the inside of the leg. It's nice and slow. We're going to breathe into open. So think about lifting that chest towards the ceiling. And then exhaling, forward fold. Good. One more time there. So we're going to slowly come on up. So when we get to the top, we're going to bring the hands alongside your body, really squeeze the muscles around your spine, and then come forward just about halfway. Good. So right now, push that back heel down, use all the muscles in your body. Good, and then we'll come into warrior three. So back leg's going to go straight back behind you. Keep breathing super slow. Good, and then we'll see if we can stay on this one foot. So we're coming upright, knee to chest, hands lift nice and high, big breath in. Breathing out, foot back behind you, arms alongside your body. Good. So we're going to bring both hands to the ground here. And work on a little bit of leg strength. So as you breathe in, we're going to bend both knees, get really tiny. As you breathe out, we're going to push away through the legs and stretch them out. Good. Again, inhale, bend the knees, squeeze it in. Exhale, push away. One more time, bend the knees, squeeze. Good. Push away. Then we'll take a big step back with the foot. Then we're going to turn the feet parallel to the long side of the mat. Good. So nice and gently take a bend in one knee then the other. So we're easing side to side. Good. And then we're going to work on a little bit of upper body strength now. So we're going to keep the feet wide and walk your hands forward. So we're coming into what is basically a plank position, but you've got your feet really wide. Okay, so go right onto your tiptoes. Hold it here if you can. Bit stronger, left hand taps the opposite shoulder, then right hand taps the opposite shoulder. Well done. We're going to walk the hands back in towards you nice and slowly. When we get there, little bend in the knees, hands on the hips, and we'll come halfway up. Good. So now really squeeze those shoulder blades. Arms can come out to the sides if you feel strong, and then up to stand. Brilliant. So we're going to turn the feet outwards here. Nice deep bend of the knees. And come into a little Tai Chi movement. So we're going to inhale, bring the palms into the chest. As you exhale, push the hands away to the front of the mat. So again, we've got that back heel lifted. Inhale to the chest again. Interlace fingers, push to the back. Okay, one more time each way. To the center, breathing in. Breathing out to the front. Good. Breathe into the center. And then breathing out to the back. So hold it here. Reach those hands straight back, and then warrior three. So back leg straight back behind you. Okay, keep the weight in the big toe joint. Then we're going to super slow come up. So hands lift, knee to chest. And now that right hand is going to take hold around the right ankle and just squeeze the heel in towards you. So we're just using this as a thigh stretch at the moment. No need to go any further. Keep breathing. Good, well done. Then we're going to let go of the foot, take a big, slow step back with the foot, and feet parallel to the long side. Well done. So take that right foot now, turn it forward into warrior two. So bending the knee. So you've got the edge of the foot in line with the back edge of the mat, and then this front knee is over your ankle. So front palm turns to the ceiling. We're going to inhale, hand all the way up. Then breathing out, forearm to thigh, draw a big circle round with the back arm. Good. Again, full breath in, lift the front arm. Full breath out, forearm down, and that big circle round. Good. So we're going to lift that front hand now. We're going to hold the elbow and take a big side stretch. Good. Pause for a little bit longer to breathe into the side of the rib cage. And then front forearm is going to come to your thigh. Top arm tucks behind your back. And this top shoulder, really roll it back now. Good. So you can really open out that chest. If you feel very strong, this bottom arm could stretch forward with the palm up. Good. So make sure that knee hasn't dropped in. Keep it right over the ankle. Brilliant. One more moment, nice and strong. Good. Both hands coming down to the front of the mat. So we're going to lower the back knee. So as you breathe in, both hands scoot all the way up. Breathe out, hands together behind the back. So hands down, chest up. As you breathe in, lift the chest. Good. And then exhale, just relax those shoulders back. Brilliant. All right, so we're going to bring ourselves back. So we're just on our knees now. Good. Work on a bit more strength. So we're going to tuck the toes underneath. As you breathe in, we'll scoop the hands up, squeeze your glutes, and push the hips forward a bit. Good. And as we exhale, hands back, hinge back through your hips, keeping a very straight spine. Good. So then again, squeeze the glutes, breathe in, lift. Breathe out, hinge back, arms back behind you. One more time, we're going to inhale all the way up. Then we're going to hold this bottom position here. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Good, nice. All right, so this is enough, okay? If you want to go a bit further, we're going to maybe take the hands up to the sides of your body. Going to sit, keep a straight spine, especially that upper back. Oh, my cat is really not helping now. And then from there, maybe take the hands forward. One or two, that was very strong in the hamstrings. Fantastic. So hands are going to come to the ground, coming forward, chest opens. So Coco likes to get involved in the practices. Hips back towards the heels. Good. One more time, we're going to come forward. Good, nice. And then back. So from here, we're going to take that right foot now. We're going to step it just outside of your right hand. And the back knee, we're going to slide it back away from you. So we're looking for a little stretch around that left hip here, okay? So instead of moving around lots to try and find this stretch, just pause for a moment, be with your breathing. And allow the stretch to happen. So remember, the way we breathe can be a tool to let our body know how to feel. So if you can breathe in a relaxed way here, we send messages to the body that it's okay to relax and those muscles start to lengthen. If you're very flexible, you might be able to come down to your forearms as well. This is easy for you. Good. So now we're going to open up through those shoulders. Just put your left hand a little bit wider out to the side. That right arm now comes around one big circle. Good, and place that hand down, other arm around in a big circle there. Nice, hands to the ground. We're going to lift the back knee and down facing dog. So there's the option to add on a couple of side planks today. So again, just an option. We're going to come forward into your plank. When you're there, turn your heels to one side, so the feet are apart, and lift that top arm. Really use the heels. Good, other side, heels to the other side, and then top arm lifts. Nice, lowering down, hand to the ground. We're going to bend the elbows. Hopefully you don't have a cat in front of your face. Good, coming into upward facing dog or cobra, and then tuck the toes downward facing dog. Well done, doing the left side. Breathe in, left all the way up, left leg. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over the wrists. Good, again, lifting the leg. This time, left knee to left elbow. Very nice. So we'll lift the leg up and we'll step the foot forward there between the hands. So coming up into our high lunge here, palms are lifting. Good. Breathe in, we're going to straighten through the legs. Exhale, dip the back knee, arms circle round. Good. Again, breathe into lift. And then exhaling round. Good, so we're going to interlace the fingers now. Palms push straight up. If you can, lift your front toes or come onto that front heel. Keep breathing super slow. Good, well done. So back heel comes to the ground. Hands alongside your body. So we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades. Good, no, we're not going to bring the hands together. Okay, start to open your chest first. And then breathing out, forward fold coming down. Good, again, inhale to open. So hands down, chest up, big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Good, well done. So we're going to slowly come up now. So when we get to the top, squeeze the shoulder blades, hinge forward halfway. Good, that's it. So nice strong spine, and then can you reach your arms forward? Press that back heel down, use your whole body. Good, well done. Then coming into warrior three. So back leg straight behind you. Keep breathing. We'll see if we can stay on one foot as we come upright. Knee to chest, nice and high, breathe in. And then exhale, send that leg straight back. Brilliant, hands come to the ground. So a bit of leg strength. We're gonna inhale, bend the knees, squeeze in. Exhale, push away, stretch out the legs. Good, again, breathe and squeeze. Exhale away. One more time then, bend the knees, squeeze it in. Good, then stretch away. Take a big step back with the foot. And then again, turn your feet parallel to the long side of the mat. Good, one more time for this. Feet stay wide. If you can, walk those hands forward. So we're in a plank, but our feet are wide. Good, nice. Left hand tap to the opposite shoulder. Right hand tap to the opposite shoulder. Good, we're going to walk the hands in towards your body. When you get there, bend the knees a little bit. Hands onto the hips, and we'll come halfway up. Good, really squeeze the shoulder blades. Bring the hands up to the sides if you can. And then up to stand. Good, well done. So turning the feet outward, nice deep bend of the knees. Again, inhaling palms to chest. Exhale, fingers interlaced, press to the front of your mat. Good, again, breathe into the center. And then breathing out towards the back. Good, so nice and smooth, breathing in. Breathing out. Good, inhale to the middle. Exhale to the back. So we're going to hold it at the back here, reach the hands, then warrior three. So back leg straight back behind you. Again, try and keep some weight in the big toe joint. We're going to come upright, hands lift, knee to chest. Then left hand's going to hold around that left ankle and squeeze the heel in. So again, for now, we just want to get a little stretch in the thigh. Well done. Wobbling's totally fine. Then we're going to let go of the foot. Take a big step back, try not to stand on a cat, and then warrior two. So front foot forward, we're going to bend the knee and hands out. Good. Breathe in, front hand all the way up. Breathing out, forearm to thigh, big circle all the way around. Good. Again, inhale to lift. And then exhale, forearm down, nice big circle there. So we're going to take that top arm to lift up now. Hold the elbow, big side stretch. Good. Pausing here, so really feel the space around the side of the ribs. Good, then forearm comes to the thigh, top arm's going to tuck behind the back, so really take the shoulder back. Good, that's it, and then maybe this bottom arm extends forward. You keep breathing, check on that front knee. Fantastic, one more breath here. Good, hands come down to the front of the mat. We're going to lower the back knee. So inhaling, hands up. Breathing out, hands behind the back. So squeeze the hands together and take a breath in as we lift the chest. Then breathing out, slide the shoulders down a bit. Brilliant. So we're going to come back now, so we're just on the knees. So I'm not going to do a massive back bend, I'm just going to start to create some space. So we're going to tuck the toes underneath. Hands come to your lower back, so you've got your thumbs just kind of pressing either side of the spine. As you breathe in, we're going to lift the chest up. As you breathe out, roll the shoulders back. Good. Keep your glutes squeezed here to engage the muscles around the lower back so it protects the spine. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, shoulders back. Good. One more time. Just think about creating space. Inhale, lift that chest up. Exhale, shoulders back. Brilliant. Then glutes keep squeezing. We're going to come up. Hands on the ground. Now left foot's going to step forward just outside of that left hand. and the back knee is going to slide back. Good. So again, be with the stillness for a moment. Focus on that breathing. So as you breathe in, you can imagine sending that breath, that sense of space down towards the hips. And as you breathe out, allow them to relax. Good, nice relaxed jaw, relaxing around the eyes. Good, and then we'll take that right hand out to the side a little bit further. Left hand draws a big circle round. And swapping over, that hand comes down. Right hand, big circle round there. Brilliant. All right, so we're going to lift the back knee into downward facing dog. Are you ready? Last time for these side planks. We're coming forward into our plank position. Turn the heels one way. So use those heels locked. Top arm lifts up. Good. Turn the other way, heels the other side, and that top arm lifts. Good. We're going to bend the elbows lower down into Cobra, so lifting the chest. Good. And then slowly bringing the chest down. Well done. So we're going to bring the hands out to the sides here. Start to create a bit more space. So we're going to bend the left knee, so the foot's in the air. And we're going to lift that foot quite high and roll to your right. Okay, so if the foot lands on the floor, let it land there. So the main focus of this is to stretch into the front of your chest to that right side, kind of where we were tapping earlier. And keep breathing. You can take this other arm, just tuck behind your back if you like, create some space. Good. You might feel a stretch in the front of the shoulder or the arm. And then we're going to slowly roll into the center. So we're going to keep that left knee bent, reaching back to hold the foot, hold the shin, and squeeze the heel in. So maybe resting the forehead on the forearm now. Good. Just noticing if you can soften around the eyes and around the jaw. And then we'll release the leg and other sides. Hands nice and wide. We're going to bend the right knee, lift the foot nice and high, and then roll to your left. Good. So each side of the body is different. So one side probably a bit tighter than the other. So from there again, allowing the stretch to gently come into the chest, front of the arm. The other arm might tuck behind your back if you like. Keep breathing. Good. And then we'll slowly come into the center. So we keep the knee bent, reaching back to hold the foot or the shin, squeeze the heel in, and you rest the forehead on the arm. Good. All right, so our last thing today, we're going to come into Dhanurasana or a variation of it. So if you can, hold your feet or your shins. Okay, this is enough here. So you can stay here in this stretch, plenty. If you want to go further, really flex your feet to engage the muscles in the front of the legs. This is a lot about thigh strength this, so push back into your hands, lift your thighs up, and then push your shins back so you can start to lift your chest. Okay, so you can stick with this, or you can have a little rock back and forward. If you haven't eaten recently, keep breathing. Good, and then slowly chest down, relax the legs, and just give the legs a little sway from side to side. Brilliant, well done. Okay, so we're going to roll over onto your back to finish with. And start to release that through the hips. So when you're on the back, we have the knees bent. We're going to take that left ankle to cross over the opposite knee. So keep the left foot really flexed. The knee is pushing away from you. And then if you want more of a stretch, maybe hold the right thigh and draw the legs in. Okay, nice slow breath in and out here. Brilliant. And we're going to slowly bring the legs down. Other side, so right ankle crosses over the other knee. Keep the foot very flexed. The knee is pressing away. Then maybe hold the left thigh and draw the legs in. Good, shoulders really relaxed. Brilliant. Now we're going to undo the legs. So like we did at the beginning, we're going to interlace the fingers, place them on top of the knees, and then make one big circle round a few times. Good, swap in direction. Now we're going to bring the feet to the ground, slide the legs away, and we'll come into Shavasana. So making sure you're really comfortable. A couple of moments here to reset. I'm going to use the sounds to guide the breathing. So when you're ready, we'll take a slow breath in through your nose. And a slow breath out. It's again, slow breath in. And out. Good, follow the sound. For this time, we're going to take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And when you get to the top, take another breath in. So it's 2 inhales. And then open the mouth and 1 long sigh out. It's really allowing the nervous system to relax. 2 more times, breathing in. When you get to the top, take another breath in. Let it all go. One more time together, slow breath in. When you get to the top, another breath in. Let it all go. Just allowing a moment for your body to bring its awareness back into the room. And then just starting to move into the space a little bit. So you might move the hands and feet or take a big stretch. Going to roll yourself to one side. And we'll keep the eyes closed for a moment as you come on up to sit when you're ready. Good. So before we finish, maybe allowing a little moment to notice any positive change, maybe feeling more peaceful, relaxed, more sense of space around the heart and the lungs. And if you do, see if you can bring that feeling with you today. So bring the hands together, just rubbing the palms together to wake the body up. Breathing in, hands all the way above the head. Exhaling to the heart center. Let's namaste.